Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I've got to get that box. I've got to fish a wire from that plug, that right-hand plug. I'm going to put a cut-in box up here for the electrical. Take this cut-in box and put it up in here. Fish a wire down there to the plug, which means I have to take that out. I don't know if I can fish it into that box or not, but if I can't fish it into this existing box, once I pull this out, pull the plug out, turn the power off, and all that, I could maybe drill a hole up in there, fish the wire down there. That's kind of tricky to do. And I might look at that first, because I could maybe shove the wire up that way or something, and then maybe I don't have to take the actual box out. But if that's not going to work, I can take that box out of there, take the existing plastic box out, and I could put a cut-in box right in here. Because see, then I got a whole cavity there that I can fish the wire down to, pull it back out, refish in the existing wires, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with that. Now as for the cable, I'm going to put a cut-in box in here. I'm just going to line it up with these, and I'll probably end up putting it right about here. And the dresser, like I say, more than likely there'll be a dresser here. And even if there wasn't, it'll still look clean enough down low that it's going to be fine. So I put a cut-in box there, because you remember there was a stud there. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then from there, I'm going to go up, and we're going to have a cut-in box here for the power. We're going to have a cut-in box here for the cable TV. Here goes that train again. Kind of like the sound of that train if I was living here. You know, it goes every once in a while, and it only goes during the day, so it's really not going to bother anybody at night. But anyways, get that second box here. Fish the cable for the cable TV through here, down. I'll also put the DVD cables down through this box, down to the bottom, and that's gonna look primo. I've checked this out further, and I've got something discouraging I need you to bring up to your attention. Now this ceiling is pretty tall. It's 9 feet tall. And I thought, I hope there's no fire blocks in this wall. And because I've got my stud finder, I'll run it up here. Look at that. There's a block right across here, and they go in between each bay. I know it's a... see? I come from the top down, right there. Yep. There's a block right in my way. Because when I cut in the hole there, I'm going to have that block in my way before I can get up here to get those other cut-in boxes in. What to do? What to do? The last thing I want to do, you know, I don't really want to have to cut in a box here and put blank plates there or something, drill up through the block and put a cover plate over there, or drill through there and have to patch the sheetrock. This last thing I want to do. They just painted this as a new condo, and there's no way I'm doing that. So, do you have any ideas what we're going to do here? And I don't have one either. I'm going to have to go to the store and get one. It's called a flexi bit. And what I'm going to have to do, and it's about 3 feet long, or maybe it's even 4 feet long or so. It's a long drill bit. And what I'll end up doing is once I get these boxes cut in here, then I'll have to fish the drill bit down here. It's called a flexi bit because it's really long, maybe 4 feet long or so, and it's slightly flexible, so I can kind of push it down in there and kind of bend it and get it down into the cavity, the wall cavity, go down and then hook it up to a drill, and drill through that fire block. Now I'm going to have to fish through the fire block. This is going to be a little bit tricky now. But I think I can still do it. I have to do it. I'm going to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I hope there's no insulation inside this wall. I mean, I got a lot of work to do now. But hey, my loss is your gain, because if you ever run into a fire block, you'll know what to do for your project. Whether or not you're doing a TV or just fishing a wire down the wall or putting in a light switch or anything like that, you run into a fire block, and if it's real far apart or real far away from your hole, you're going to have to get a flexi bit. There's no two ways about it. If I was putting a box fairly close to the block, the fire block, then I could drill through there with just a small little extension drill bit or something like that. But because it's right in here, you know, there's no two ways around it. No matter what I've got with me, I'm going to have to use something longer, you know. So, but I can still start my project and get my holes cut and all that. But wow, guess I'll have to. It's going to take me longer now to do this, and I'm glad I had my stud finder to figure that out. I want you getting ready with your jobs and seeing you're going to be able to do everything, and now all of a sudden you've got a fire block in your way, and it's in the middle of the night or in the weekend, and you're all planning to do it, and now you got to run to the store. And see, a lot of stores don't have these flexi bits. I hope, wow, I hope I can get one for the right size, because most of those flexi bits, drill bit sizes, aren't fat enough to allow what I want to do, because I got to get the DVD wires down through that hole too, you know. And I just hope they have a big enough bit. I'm going to have to get like a 1-inch flexi bit, and most of the flexi bits they have are designed to you know, drill a 1/2-inch hole, 3/8 hole, something like that, because most people who do that are alarm system companies for just a small little wire, for a telephone wire, something like that. But I got the actual cable TV wire to go through, including the end, and then the DVD wires, you know, all those ends on there. I'm going to somehow figure out that. I got to fish all that through this fire block too. That's why I got to get a big enough hole for that. Wow.